Hello, everyone. This is Xiao. On April 1st, 2025, I posted a review to Google Maps for this business here, Safeway. And shortly after, I shared a link to my review with some other people and then discovered that it actually wasn't available for them to look at. It wasn't published. It seems to have been suppressed. Now, I've done some research on the internet about what to do in such a situation, and my understanding is that a review might be suppressed due to a policy violation. Well, I've reviewed carefully the policies for such situations, and I don't find a violation there. I also understand that sometimes a review might be suppressed due to a technical glitch or because it matches some algorithms or maybe artificial intelligence and then is flagged for later human review. And another possibility is that it's been flagged by the business owner or by another reader of reviews and also might require a human intervention after that. Well, today is April 7th, 2025, so it's 6 days after I submitted the review, and I have no detail about the status of this review and why it is being suppressed here. I haven't received an email. I've looked online for what to do about such a situation, and I understand that if I had received an email explaining that there was a policy violation, then maybe I could engage with an appeals process. Well, that doesn't seem to be available to me because I don't have an email. Another possibility is that in my Google Maps profile, I might see some notification about the review. I don't see any such thing. I've checked on both the web and in two different versions of the Maps app. I see nothing. So I'm at a loss for why this review is being suppressed, to say the least. So what I'd like to do today is just read it to you, read the review to you, and also to share what an alternative is. So here's the review. Here, I've made it a 1-star review, and I've typed the following. This could have been a 5-star review, but for being overridden by two problems, the latter certainly the most significant. November 5th, 2024, a member of Safeway staff attending to the self-checkout section was behaving horribly, loudly complaining to a coworker about the management, yelling, swearing, hitting the counter multiple times. Where was the manager to deal with this out-of-control staff situation? April 1st, 2025. After a few weeks of being deprived of sleep due to a noise at my residence, I finally tracked it down to a large Generac generator out front of the Safeway to power the equipment for their floor renovations at 1:40 a.m. This continued on throughout the entire night as it has for weeks. Here is a video from 3:20 a.m. And then I share a link, and that link is to a video that's within Google Maps as the platform, and it's available to you. You can see this video if you go and take a look at the photos for this Safeway location. It should be there, unless it gets suppressed later too. I don't know. And speaking of which, it's funny. I'm turning to another Google platform, YouTube in this case, to share an experience about another Google platform, Google Maps. But anyway, that's an interruption. Let me carry on reading here. Later the same day, I spoke with a manager before 2:16 p.m. and explained that I have shopped at this Safeway location 1 to 2 times per week since October of 2023. The manager responded with, "Nothing I can do? Sorry about the noise. We can't put it around the back of the building because the houses there would complain. It's probably only for the rest of the week. We've had no complaints until you, and we're close to the end of the work. I can try talking to the contractors. Go ahead with seeking claims of damage or other legal interventions. You can speak with the director on Monday. Have a good day." For Safeway to contract to run a large, noisy machine all night is absolutely irresponsible to the very same community it can expect to do the most business with. Safeway and or its contractors could have budgeted and or planned for better noise containment for this massive generator. A reminder, a generator involves igniting fuel and resulting in explosions. It's unreasonable to produce unmuffled explosions at a time when the surrounding neighborhoods can reasonably expect to sleep at night without such an intrusive disruption. The generator's sound doubtless reflects off the building and somewhat doubles up the sound in the direction away from the building. It's decent that a Safeway manager has awareness about the neighbors for the rear of the building, but it's an indecent decision towards the neighbors for the front of the building. I suspect that Safeway most likely wants to minimize the impact to their daytime customers. They are neglecting their negative impact to the expected peace. I will not be shopping at this Safeway again unless they both acknowledge the problem and advise how to address it without another single night of disruption. Again, it's been weeks. Just wait it out is unacceptable. I suspect this Safeway will continue to insult its neighbors and that I won't be shopping here ever again. I'd be delighted to be wrong. To Safeway, please do not reply with fluff that pretends to care. Instead, actually do something to demonstrate really caring. Not another single night of this, please. Well, that didn't happen. So after April 1st, the first day that the noise was not present was on the Friday, which, if it's April 7th today, would have been April 4th, I guess. That's after weeks. So there were 4 more days, I guess. The night of the first, night of the second, night of the third, night of the fourth. All right, so that was horrible. I'm not sure why this review is being suppressed once again, but this is what it looks like for somebody who tries to visit the link once I share it with them. Go over here. And this is what it looks like. This review is no longer available. But I'm not the first person to experience this and have no way to reach out to Google to find out the status of this review and try to appeal it if it's been suppressed due to an alleged policy violation. So somebody over here on GitHub has made a Git repository where the issues are used as an alternative strategy for sharing reviews that seem to be conspicuously missing from Google for whatever reason. So here at this banned Google reviews repository, I've shared all of the same detail here again and sharing what it looks like to me and to somebody else. All right. Well, I hope this video helps you to inform you about whether or not you want to do business with this Safeway location. And I hope you are curious about the suppression, what a person in my position is supposed to do here without any feedback about why this review is suppressed. I question whether or not it's an indicator of responsible stewardship on the part of Google. Now, Google provides these reviews for everybody, and they don't ask anything for it. They provide it for free. Well, that's a really great thing. And so we can't expect to be entitled to have our reviews published. It's up to Google. It's at their discretion. But to not have any feedback about it or to be able to appeal in this situation, that's what really seems like a challenge to me in this situation. I don't understand it, and it doesn't garner me goodwill about the steward in this case. All right, well, I will wish you a pleasant day. Take care.